Hello there. Welcome to Tubi Tuesday. I'm Scotty, and you're not. And on this day, I see clearly, 'cause no matter where you are, part of me will always be with you. No matter where you are, part of you will always be with me too. If you know who's in this movie, you get both those references, especially that second one's a deep 90s reference that I'll get into. Yeah, so Money Plane, not to be confused with Money Train, which starred, was that the one I think with Charlie Sheen and Chris Tucker? Is that not Money Train? Come on, man! But no, it's this Money Plane. Stars Edge, WWE superstar Edge, as well as Kelsey Grammer as the villain, Grouch, and Thomas Jane as Harry, a mentor of Jax, that's Edge's name in this, who helps them out. And the plot revolves around Grouch hiring Edge and his crew to rob this plane it's a plane where they gamble. Yeah, I don't know. And they have to rob the cryptocurrency as well as actual money, I guess, for him. And if he does this, his debt is paid off. So, yes. Okay, so let's tear the Band-Aid off this thing and talk about behind the scenes stuff first, which I like to do sometimes. This movie was directed, I couldn't believe it. Pops up. I knew that they were in this movie, but I had no idea. It pops up, filmed by Andrew Lawrence, or directed by Andrew Lawrence, and I went, no, surely that couldn't be. And then I looked it up on Wikipedia, and I was like, they're all in it, and it is the same Andrew Lawrence that directed it. So, yeah, the guy is like a year younger than me. He's 35, I'm 36, and he's directed movies, which he could be younger than that. And I think Kayla Compton from The Flash is younger than me, but I think she's like 31, 32. She's directing stuff, so you can be young directing stuff. I mean, how old? I think Steven Spielberg was like 19 or 20 when he directed Duel, which was his first film. So, but like each of the Lawrence brothers, which by the way are far superior to the Jonas brothers in every single way. I mean, Joey even made music, and they were sitcom stars before the Jonas brothers even knew what a sitcom was. That's right. They had their own sitcom back in the 90s, and I don't mean Blossom in my imagination. I don't care right now. Whoa! Okay, we are talking about Brotherly Love, the show that I was introduced to when it was airing on the Disney Channel back in the day. It was like on NBC and then the WB for the second season. I think that's how it went. But it was three brothers. Joe played Joe. They had all the same first names, but their last name was Roman. I didn't realize that I was older that Joey Lawrence actually sang the theme song. I was aware that he sang, but I forgot about it until I saw the music video. I had a computer and I saw the music video on YouTube for Never Gonna Change My Mind, and I went, I remember this, especially when they introduced the music video on New Year's Eve, and they had like the set from the show, which is weird because the show was canceled by then, but they had a set for that. They recreated the set, I guess, but yeah. Anyway, Andrew Lawrence, who directed this film, he's the only one who you could consider a main character in a way, as he's connected to this team. He plays Iggy or Charlie. I got confused. I called him Charlie. I'm like, I thought his name was Iggy. Was he? It's like Charlie's Pizza. The code names. And then I realized what they were doing. Alpha, Beta, Charlie, Delta. And I went, oh. Okay, I get what they're doing. Yeah, so they're first hired to rob this painting, and it goes south. The painting's not there. That's what they think they got set up. And so Grouch is mad they didn't get the painting, or so it seems. And he says, okay, you gotta do this for me. You gotta rob this money plane, and you do that, and your debt will be paid in full. That's what you're gonna do. And so they get on there. They're in disguise. It's him. It's McGillicuddy. I don't know the guy's name. He's also Delta or Beta. I don't know. And then this other female character, Isabella, I think her name is. And they are in disguise. Isabella's disguised as a stewardess, flight attendant, whatever you want to be called. And then the two of them come together as associates. And they have Andrew Lawrence, because as a director, you don't want to be too involved. So he's just sitting in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, waiting, reporting on stuff and doing something. I don't know what he's doing. And yeah, that's his position. I guess, I read behind the scenes stuff on Wikipedia. Apparently, they were still building the set as they were filming, which is why there would be a lot of scenes where they're on the plane where it's just like a corner of the plane, because that's all they had at that point. So it's like a corner of the plane. They'll record stuff, film stuff, whatever, And it's on this that we meet our first Lawrence brother cameo besides the director. And Joey Lawrence is concierge, because he can't say concierge right. He's like, I'm the concierge. And I'm like, it's concierge. Even I can speak that right, say that right. I can speak words concierge. And yeah, and basically what this is you gamble. And as we learn, you don't have a choice. If you're there and you're going to gamble. And the thing is, Edge at one point is like, I'm tired. Transfer my funds to Mr. McGillicuddy. He's going to do everything for me. But when he wants to go, McGillicuddy, Delta, whatever, wants to go relax. He's like, I think I'm going to stop. He's like, betting starts in a few minutes. And I'll be back. And he has to bet again. And they start betting on human lives, which is sick and perverted, but it's been done before in the Condemned movies. Condemned 2 is better than the first one, by the way, just saying. Yeah. And they basically forced me to do this. But yeah, meanwhile, Edge contacts Harry for information on what happened with the painting job. And Harry finds out that the painting was actually owned. Like, they were tipped off that place is owned by Grouch, and they moved it to Paris or someplace like that. And so I might have assumed that Harry is at Edge's house. Is that where he is? Because, like, they see him with the little girl I thought was his daughter, and then later at the end, I guess I wasn't paying attention at the beginning. At the end, you see Edge with his family, and it's the same daughter. I'm like, he must be at Edge's house protecting them then. And by the way, Denise Richards, 2 things. 1, she's credited on the cover of this movie. I looked at the DVD cover. She's credited on the top. She's a cameo at the beginning and at the end. That's it. I missed the beginning of this. But yeah. And 2, okay, no offense, but can people stop getting plastic surgery on their faces? It does not help you at all. It makes you look worse. It looks like someone sat on your face, and you're all, okay, this is what you look like when you go plastic surgery. Do I look any better? No, I look worse. And honestly, I think people are just too superficial. It's like, I have to change. I'm getting older, so I have to change my face. And you look at half of the celebrities that do that, and then you kind of realize, well, all these celebrities, they're smokers. If you didn't smoke, it wouldn't mess with your skin. So it's kind of your fault. And then you fuck it up even more by getting the plastic surgery. I don't mind if you get like butt implants or something, or bigger boobs, but the face is on display for everything, all right? The face is going to be what everyone sees. And when you get the plastic surgery like that, and it looks like shit. I mean, look at what's her face from Scream and Friends? Some good examples. Anna Faris. She looks better now, but back like when she did like Scary Movie 3, she looked like her face was puffed, like there was some kind of infection, and it took like a good 10 years for her face to look somewhat normal again. Maybe she stopped doing it, or she finally got something to fix it. I don't know. And then Monica from Friends, name keeps Courtney Cox. You see what it looks like now? She had that plastic surgery before and she looked terrible, but now she looked like a freaking skeleton. You see her in Scream 6? My God. I'm sorry. If you're gonna get plastic surgery, make your boobs bigger, make your butt bigger, but don't fuck with your face. It's the money maker. You don't want to fuck with it. There's too many plastic surgeries, but just like, look at how pretty I am. No, you look like my ass. That's what you look like. Anyway, enough of that rant. Okay, we're back on this. So they go on a plane. They're gonna rob this place, and then they start to realize that something else is going on here. And for some, there's no reason because they gotta have a fight scene on a plane. Two of the passengers figure out what's going on and fight the other two for some reason because they need action scenes. They don't have security guards on here. They're just two passengers. But it's during the middle of the film that we meet the best character of the film and the third Lawrence brother role, being Matthew Lawrence's cowboy character with the fake mustache. It's obviously fake, but he is fan-freaking-tastic. There is a scene where he's like, I can't lose. And it's like Russian roulette or something. He goes, come on, baby, I can't lose. And blows his fucking head off. It is fantastic. It is just, it's a holy shit moment, and you know it's coming because you're not stupid. You're just like, oh, he's gonna pull the trigger, he's gonna blow his head off, and it does. But when it happens, you just, wow. But yeah, just, you know, yeah. So Edge starts to realize something's going on. Iggy gets attacked in the middle of nowhere because Crutch's people are on the move to attack because Edge has double-crossed him. So I keep calling him Edge. That's what he is. His name is Jack or Captain or Alpha, but he's Edge. So, but Harry comes in with a drone and saves the day. And then, because the people attack Edge's house, Harry's making spaghetti. And okay, I'm confused because especially now that I know it was Edge's house that he's in, right? Protecting his family. Was the mom not there? Was she somewhere else? He's watching the kid? I don't know, but the amount of spaghetti he makes is not enough for even 2 people, let alone 3 if there is there. He's very light enough spaghetti. Unless he's just making it for the kid. Attack or studying off something else, but kind of a small amount. I mean, I use the whole box of spaghetti when I do mine because I love leftovers. And I'll do the sauce and stuff, and when I'm running out of sauce, I take the spaghetti, I cut it up in little small pieces, I add milk, I do a milk and shredded cheese and butter in a saucepan, get that all nice and bubbly, add it in there, you chop up some kind of smoked sausage or something with it, mix it in there, and then it'll last you another couple days. It's, you know, you reuse it, you recycle the spaghetti, it's perfect, you know. But anyway, enough of my cooking tips for cooking spaghetti, leftover spaghetti, alright? Anyway, so after that, like, they decide, okay, we're gonna get done, and he had recorded a conversation he had where basically Grouch says, I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet, and I'm gonna take down the money plane. And so on hearing that, like, Joey Lawrence's concierge is like, won't kill him. Basically is what it is. It's like, yeah, take care of it. Basically tell him to kill him. And yeah, and because, like, I think most of the scenes, like, earlier there's a scene where he's smoking a cigar, Kelsey Grammer, and it's obviously just a smoke shop. You can see stuff on the wall. And obviously they're renting wherever he's sitting when they come in to kill him. We don't see any of the people come in to kill him. It's just this. He has a gun. I will demonstrate this. He has a gun, and he's like, ah! And then it cuts to black. Speaking of black, when they jump off the plane, all right? When they go jump off the plane, they open up the plane door, which, by the way, causes it to depressurize, and they would crash, but they're apparently not in this movie, or whoever wrote this movie, Andrew Lawrence, didn't know about that, or just, movie, we don't need to be that realistic. Open it up, and it's like a black void. I guess we're supposed to believe it's nighttime, although we just saw Edge in the cockpit, and it was daytime. So, what? And they all jump out, and they say they're going to use cryptocurrency. Now they say that if it's used, they'll be able to be tracked. But apparently they're able to donate it to charity, like UNICEF and stuff. And it's fine. And then they start dumping money out the back of the things. Like, well, do they even know where they are to dump it? Like, where's it going to go? And they are just jumping out. They haven't informed us, the audience, or even themselves, where they're jumping out at. They're just gonna jump out. There's no, okay, we have to jump out at a certain point. No, they're just gonna jump out. This is plan B. Where are you jumping out to? Where's this money gonna land? If it doesn't make any sense to me. But about and everything's happily ever after. They end up stealing the painting anyway, and they're gonna get $50,000 apiece, I think. So, or is it 50 million split 5 ways? So, I guess it works. And the movie ends with Edge and his family petting a puppy dog because they didn't know how to end the movie. I don't know. I enjoyed the movie. I'm gonna give it the middle of the road because I feel like there's a few things they could have been done better, but I did enjoy it for the most part. As a Lawrence Brothers fan, this was fun to see them all in a movie together. I know they did a podcast, which I need to start watching or listening to, but there's other stuff I watched and listened to. So other podcasts that I watched, listened to. You Hack the Movies. Oh, I sounded weird. Hack the Movies, the Movie Dumpster. This So Weird podcast, which I'm trying to catch up on. Trying to go through. I'm in season 2 of So Weird on there. So, yeah, this was a fun watch for the most part. Maybe like the first part of the movie, I was out of it because I don't remember much. But if Denise Richards was in the beginning, I don't remember her. But So, what are your thoughts on Money Play? No one comes. Love it. Like, share, subscribe. We got 4 more Tubi Tuesdays left, and I gotta start focusing on The King. But if you're watching this as it airs, I was gonna do back and forth, but I decided to just focus on Tubi Tuesday first, and then do Stephen King. So, but if you're watching these as they air, you already know it. I've already got them done, but and then I'll have these ready to go, and then I'll do extra stuff because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have everything done by the end of May or beginning of June. If I keep going the way I am, Stephen King's up next, and I'm picking the shorter Stephen King adaptation because I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sit through stuff like The Langoliers, Bag of Bones, Golden Years, a freaking Stand. All right, that would be like the Stand is like 4 reviews and at 4 different reviews. I have to do 1 each week when I eventually do those. But there's way to get easier ones to do, like the 2002 Carrie remake and the 2 sequels to Sometimes They Come Back and Children of the Corn 2. But anyway, we will get to that. I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.